Congratulations, son. We can't be more proud. Can we talk to Grace? Yes, Grace is right here, Dad. Congratulations, honey. Congratulations, sweetheart. You're going to be such a beautiful mother. Oh, we are so excited. Words can't express how happy we are. Well, Mom, Dad, said Grace to Michael's parents, I'm sure you're surprised. Not really. The way things were going, it was bound to happen soon enough, said Mother. Well, we have a lot of phone calls to make. I'm sure you do. When are you going to come and visit, Mom and Dad? Said Michael. Well, being as we already came out, we're going to wait till the pregnancy is further along. We know that you're going to have a lot of things going on. Mom, Dad, did I tell you that we were on the list to adopt? Yes, you did mention it, but you weren't clear exactly what you were planning on doing. Well, it just so happens we were bumped up on the list, and we have two children that were, well, in not so many words, it was brought to our attention that two children were looking for forever homes. And we have a invitation to meet these two children. Are you sure, son? Yeah, we're discussing it right now. So you could be adopting two children? I mean, you're going to adopt two children and also have a child on the way? Said Dad and Mom. Well, we're discussing it right now. We're going to pray about it and we'll let you know what we're going to do. Okay, son, why don't you do that and let us know what your plans are? We look forward to talking to you again. Okay, Mom. Okay, Dad. Congratulations, son. Congratulations, our darling daughter in law. It's nice talking to you. As they hang up and they discuss this very important decision they need to make. Grace, it's time to make a decision. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, thank you again for this day. Thank you for allowing us to become parents in more ways than one. It is your decision to allow us to grow our home. If it is your will that we would become parents again and again, and for us to open up our home to two children in need, we pray right now that your will be done in our lives. In Jesus' holy name, we pray. Amen. Well, Grace, what do you think? Well, my ultrasound appointment is in a couple days. And right now, if we were to call Miss Jackson, I'm going to say on a preliminary basis right now, let's make that phone call and find out what the details of the decision that we're going to make. Michael excitedly says, I think we're making the right decision. Would you like some water, Grace? Yes, I'm very thirsty. I'm going to go rest here for a moment. I'm going to call Miss Jackson and find out the details. So don't go to bed right away, Grace. I love you, Michael. I love you too, Grace. I forgot to tell you. You know, you're going to make a great father, said Grace. Thank you, Grace. I'm so proud of you, Grace, said Michael. Oh, I'm so thirsty, Michael. As Grace drank so much water. Grace, I know you're thirsty, and I know you're probably hungry. Are you in the mood for anything? Actually, I'm in the mood for Chinese. You are? No strange desire for anything odd to eat? Not really. I am craving peanut butter and banana sandwiches. Really? Is that the only thing that you're craving? Yeah, we'll have to go grocery shopping here shortly. But I really want you to rest. We have an appointment in 2 days, the ultrasound appointment, and I'll be 3 weeks pregnant by that point. Oh, 3 weeks pregnant. At least you're not showing, and you know, you could still wear regular clothes. Well, things are a little tighter than normal, so I'm going to grow pretty fast. We're in our first trimester, right? Yeah. Yeah, we're still in our first trimester, honey. We still have a little ways to go. As Michael makes his way to the phone and calls Miss Jackson, the caseworker at the agency, the Family Resource Center, where the adoption takes place at. Miss Jackson? Hi, my name is Michael Smithton. Yes. Hi, this is Miss Jackson. So you just made a decision about the adoption case? Yes, we are interested. Well, what we ask you to do is you have to go to training. It's every Tuesday night. And what you learn those different meetings is about training to adopt these two children, Elijah and Jennifer. You'll meet grandma during the visits. And one of the things we do is for daycare purposes is that we help you find a nanny and a babysitter through the agency. We already told you about Michelle and Jessica, and they will help assist you at the house. And through that, we will also assist you with other daycare needs. They're all trained, they're all pre-approved through the agency and through the courts. So we help you with that. We also help you with other resources as well. So we actually get daycare help. Yeah, we do that through the courts. They are pre-approved. They get background checks. They go through all kinds of other trainings and other necessary. Let's just say it's important that we make sure that the safety is of the children is the primary concern. We do that for several reasons, and we can go into that at the meeting. When's a good time to meet? Well, tomorrow's more open. We have an appointment. Grace is pregnant, so. Oh, Grace is pregnant. Congratulations. So, how far along is Grace? Well, Grace is almost 3 weeks pregnant. Oh, really? So, she's going to be pregnant and she's going to go to training. And how do you feel about all this? Well, we made a serious decision about what we were going to do. We figured the training and adoption would go on before the baby would be born. So we'd rather get this done now and get the training out of the way and adopt the children during the process before the baby's born. And that way it would be a lot more easier before the baby comes. And it would still be an adjustment no matter what we would do, either way. Yeah, of course, Miss Jackson said to Michael. Okay, so we can meet tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. 10 o'clock would be great. Now, where do you live at? Well, right now, we live at my house. Grace just moved into my house. You know, we just got married. Oh, yeah, that's right. You just came back from your honeymoon. How did that go? It was really great. It was short, but I wish we could have gone to Hawaii like we had originally planned, but things happen and things change so fast. Now Grace is pregnant. We're not going to be going to Hawaii. We're going to be celebrating children's birthdays before we go to Hawaii anytime soon. Yeah, that's correct. You're going to be busy raising children. Hawaii's probably going to be a long way off. Unless we take the kids to Hawaii, we're not going to Hawaii anytime soon. Well, it sounds like you're really excited about having a full house. Yeah, a full house indeed. Well, 10 o'clock in the morning, we will meet with you. And Michael goes on to give Miss Jackson his address. Well, Miss Jackson, I hope you have no problems getting here. No, I know exactly where you live. You live in Meadowbrook. Yeah, Meadowbrook is not that far from Branson's. It's mostly more of a, I don't know, intimate community, if you will. Yeah, you could say it's a very beautiful community. Okay, so with that being said, I have to go. I have important meetings to go to. I hope that our visit is productive and we're going to do a home visit. We're going to meet with you. We're going to do an inspection of the house. We're just going to go over a few things that you need to do to prepare for the final inspection. If there's anything that needs to be done for the final inspection, in the meantime, next Tuesday is your first training meeting. So it's Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. Okay. And Grace and you both have to attend. So with that being said, just make sure you mark that on your calendar, and that's about it. Thank you, Miss Jackson. It's nice talking to you, Grace. I'll make sure that Grace knows about all this, and she's looking forward to talking to you as well tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Thank you, Miss Jackson. Thank you, Michael, for calling me back. I really appreciate your time. As they wrap up the conversation, Michael's excited. Oh, I can't wait to tell my wife this great news. And as he goes into the bedroom, he sees that Grace is fast asleep. My wife is so tired. I'll leave her to sleep. So this gives Michael time to do some work. Michael calls into work. And then as hours pass, Grace gets up and realizes that Michael's working on the computer and doesn't bother him. She goes in to fix something to eat and drink some water. Oh, I'm so thirsty, said Grace. Michael, yeah, Grace, what are you doing? Oh, I'm relaxing. After all, relaxing doesn't come easy to me. I'm going to get it back on the computer and finish my work. Oh, you have to work? No, not really. I'm going to take the whole week off again. You have somebody covering for you? Yeah, I'm just going to email Ben and tell Ben to make sure that Jackson is going to cover for me, and the general manager, Michael Carrington, covers for me as well. You're emailing them right now, said Grace to Michael? Yeah, said Michael. Okay, I got my emails out. I just have to wait for a response. Enter. Okay, so we got some good news. Since our appointment's not tomorrow, but the next day, we have an appointment tomorrow at 10 a.m. with Miss Jackson. She's going to do a home visit, and they're going to do a preliminary home inspection about what they want us to do and what they want us to do as far as preparing for the kids to visit. Okay. They'll bring paperwork by. We already did the application and everything, so that's all done, and background checks are all done. We're basically approved. We just have to go to training next Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. We're ready to go. Really? I'm getting an email. Hold on, Grace, said Michael. Okay, so Michael Carrington is covering for me for the rest of the week. Wow, you have a great staff. Yeah, I'm going to have a staff meeting next week. Okay, let me make sure they know that. Staff meeting next week. Staff meeting next week. It's a good thing you're the CEO and not an employee, because with the time off that you're going to need, said Grace to Michael, you're going to need that extra time to figure things out. Are we going to move into a bigger house? Uh, Grace, originally that was the plan, but I'm not quite sure. We could go house shopping, said Michael to Grace. You want to go house shopping? It's possible. It's not on my high priority to-do list, but we could. We'll pull up some houses that are locally on sale. Okay, I'll go ahead and do that right now since I'm online right now. Okay, I'm looking at houses. Wow, this house is nice. It's right in my price range too. Will we have to get a house loan? Maybe. Let me email my bank. I'll apply for a homeowner's loan just in case too, if I have to. Okay, are you going to apply for it right now? Well, hold on a second, Grace, said Michael. Let me look at these houses real quick. What do you think of this, Grace? Said Michael. Wow, it has a pool and everything. I like that. It's a winner. Let me go back to my bank's website and apply for a loan. I'm just going to take a chance. You're applying for the loan. Well, while you're doing that, Michael, I'm going to go ahead and order Chinese. What are you in the mood for? Beef and broccoli. You're sure not General Tso's or orange chicken? That's too sweet, said Grace. Michael, maybe we should get something healthy, like beef and broccoli is really good. Let's do the beef and broccoli, Grace, said Michael. Okay, let's do the beef and broccoli, fried rice, and egg rolls. Okay. Well, Grace goes into the kitchen, orders the beef and broccoli for delivery. Michael finds out that he's just been approved for a loan and looks at the house. And Grace comes back in as the delivery man knocks at the door. She picks up the order and puts it on the dining room table. Grace, yeah, dinner's actually here, honey. Beef and broccoli. Oh, I'm so happy because I am getting hungry. I need some more water. Hold on. Grace, you really are thirsty. Yeah, I feel dehydrated. Really? Okay. Well, we'll have to talk to the doctor about that. Well, we're going to be at that appointment tomorrow, or the next day, that is. Okay. I got some good news. We just been approved for a homeowner's loan. You've already been approved? Yeah, I just applied for a homeowner's loan. So that means the option is there. Whether we take it is a question we have to decide on. So we could move into that house right there. Well, I didn't contact the realtor yet. That's up to you. Well, we're going to have to hire a moving company because we do have a lot of things here. Yeah, we do. When are we going to do all this? So we're going to move into a house while I'm pregnant and we're going to have children. Well, that's why we have to do this now before Miss Jackson comes in. Because they're going to have to inspect this home and the new home. Not a big deal, said Michael to Jeff. Yeah, not a big deal at all. Are you drinking coffee? Yeah, you know I'm not allowed to drink coffee, said Grace. Yeah, are you okay with that, Grace? Yeah. Can you get me some water there, Michael? Said Grace. Honey, I will get you water. I will rub your toes. I will do whatever you need or want. By the way, I got you a gift. What did you get me? Well, I was shopping around the other day. I was kind of bored with what you already had in the closet, so I didn't want to get you anything as far as clothes since we went to the outlet malls with our family. But I found a really beautiful thing that I wanted you to open up the box for. You already bought me that beautiful watch. You can only wear that on special occasions. But open up this box. You can wear this every day. Okay. Oh, great. It's a sport watch. Yeah. This is something you can wear every day. You can actually, it's water resistant. It's a Casio sports watch. I loved it so much. I thought about you. It's perfect for you. Wear the wear and tear on it. I don't know. I just thought with you being active, walking, 5Ks, things like that, this is ideal. I love it. That's exactly the kind of thing I need as a sports watch. Thank you, Michael. You're really thoughtful. Honey, I love you. I love you too, said Grace. Okay, let's get our beef and broccoli on the table and let's get our plates. So hold on. I'll do that. Grace, just sit down and relax. I got the plates. Just get comfortable at the dinner table and I'll get the plates. As Michael sets up the table, they get a knock at the door. I wonder who that is. Hello? Marissa. Oh, come on in. Hey. How are you doing, Marissa? I'm doing good. It's been a couple of days since I've seen you since the wedding. I know. We barely got a chance to talk to you. I was so busy with my date that we didn't really want to bother you because we knew you were so hectic busy. Oh, how's Michelle and everybody over at Miller's Agency doing? We're all doing pretty good. It's been so busy. Everywhere I go, everybody's busy. It must be that time of year. Valentine's Day, after the holidays, you'd think things would slow down. Yeah, you'd think. How's my Grace doing? Well, Grace is in the other room. We have beef and broccoli. Are you hungry? Yeah, I'm actually a little bit hungry. Is there enough for me? Yeah, there's enough for the three of us, or actually, in this case, the four of us. What do you mean, the four of us? Grace said to Marissa, I'm pregnant. What, really? Said Marissa to Grace. Is that what he meant by the four of us? Michael, congratulations. You're going to be a dad. Grace, you're going to be a new mom. You're going to have to sit down, Marissa, for this, said Grace to Marissa. What do you mean? There's more. We might be moving, too, said Michael to Grace and Marissa. Wow, I might have to stay for a while. Well, there's so much more going on, Marissa. As Grace, Marissa, and Michael sat and enjoyed beef and broccoli, Grace and Marissa and Michael talked the whole evening over beef and broccoli and egg rolls. As Marissa was leaving at the end of the night, and it was almost 9:30, Marissa breathes a sigh of relief. I'm so happy for both of you. I know your appointment's coming up, so please keep me posted on how things go in your progress report. Grace said, you know, you'll be one of the first people to find out the good news, so we'll tell you all about it once we find out what happens. Okay, I better get going because I got to be home and take a shower and get ready for work tomorrow. So give me a big hug. I'm so happy both of you are going to have a baby and so much more. I could be here for another 15 minutes and tell you the long list of things I'm so happy about right now. Mwah! Marissa gives Grace a kiss on the cheek. I'm so happy for you, both of you. And then gives also Michael a hug. Hugs, said Grace to Marissa. I love you so much, Marissa, said Grace to Marissa. I'm so full of joy right now, said Marissa. Okay, I'll talk to you later, Michael. Yeah, thank you so much. We always love your support. Okay, I'll talk to you later. As Marissa goes out the door and leaves for the night. Whew, that was such a great visit. We so needed that. It really breaks up the monotony. Yeah, it really does. Let's get ready for bed. What about the dishes? I'll put the dishes in the dishwasher. The next day, as the appointment with Miss Jackson is about to start, Michael and Grace get the morning started. Okay, Michael, Miss Jackson will be here in about 15 minutes, said Grace. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Is there any last minute things we have to do to childproof the home? Well, actually, don't worry about that because this isn't an official home inspection. This is really a home visit. Besides, since we've been pre-approved for the home, I talked to the realtor and we're supposed to look at the house today too. Okay, so we're going to go look at the house today? Yeah. I emailed the realtor about the house. So we are going to go look at the house after the appointment. Okay, Michael. So let me get an idea of what's going to happen at this appointment. We're going to tell Miss Jackson that we are looking at a new house because we're expanding our home. Okay, so they're going to inspect this home first, and they're going to have to inspect the new home second. Yeah, okay. If there's any issues with that, no, they probably have run into this problem before. It's probably not a big hurdle for them. Okay, I think I see Miss Jackson coming in now. She might be here early. Okay, I think you see her. She's coming in now. Hi, Miss Jackson. Welcome. Oh, hi. You were waiting for me. Yeah, we were kind of eager. We're looking forward to seeing you. Hi. Again, Michael, it's nice to see you. And it's so nice to see you too, Grace. Hi, Miss Jackson. As the appointment goes so well, Miss Jackson is just beaming with smile ear to ear. I'm so impressed with everything I've seen. And the fact that you're even looking for a bigger house, not that you need a bigger house, it just tells me how the incentives that you have here to want to work so well with your family, your kids. We look forward to working with you. Now, don't forget, Tuesday night is your first meeting in your training. That's very important that you train with your staff. You have 4 trainings. So your 4 trainings are essential. You meet with the birth family or whatever is left of the birth family in some cases. And in your case, the only surviving member is the grandmother. So she will be visiting the children. She visits the children for extended periods of time. So it's not uncommon to have overnights. Your first overnight will be the second or third visit, depending on how the progress report works out. We just gauge it based on your interaction with the children, and we make a decision based on observation. You're going to be meeting with the therapist regularly, as much as needed, if need be. And that's about it. Thank you, Miss Jackson. We are so grateful that you chose us to be the parents, or at least the parents to be in this case. Yeah, in more ways than one, Grace. Congratulations to both of you. We look forward to working with you, and I'm going to see my way out, said Miss Jackson. Thank you, Miss Jackson. Again, it's always a pleasure seeing you. Okay. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Grace. And Miss Jackson leaves. And whew, that's one big meeting that we need to get out of the way. I got to follow up with work, Grace. And we're going to go to that appointment with the realtor as well. Why don't you rest and relax a little bit, Grace? Okay, Michael, that sounds like a good idea because I'm a little exhausted. Okay. As Grace relaxes and takes a nap, Michael goes into the green room and office and calls his office. Later on that day, Michael and Grace go meet with the realtor. The house is so beautiful, Michael says to Grace. Grace just gasps. If we move, we're going to have to make this move pretty quickly. The realtor emails the director of the company. Well, what do you think? Says Nancy. Nancy Keller says Keller Agency is known for a lot of things. The one thing I did not know, Michael said, is this house is top notch. This is first class. Well, there's a lot of bedrooms. And if you have a lot of children, this is perfect. You have a pool area that sits in the way back, so it's safe for little children. We have a fence, everything's installed. It's really well made for really not only little children, but older children. You have really everything you could possibly need. It was well designed by a family of 5 children. Put it that way. We love it. Honestly, it's really perfectly. I mean, I'm speechless, to be honest with you, said Grace. We really want it, said Michael. Where would we start? Well, we could start now. How much money down? 20% in hand money? We would require at least 1% down hand money. Okay, let's go ahead and talk it over. So Grace and Michael talk it over. Well, Grace, what do you think? Well, you said we were going to have movers, right? Yeah. It's up to you, Michael. It's your decision. If we do this, we've got to do it now. Well, I'm going to say yes. Okay. Really, Grace? Yeah, really. Okay, we're going to do it. All right, go in. Do you have the checkbook with you? Yes, I do. I have it here in my briefcase. Okay, let's go and talk to Nancy Keller. All right, Nancy, here's my offer. We're going to take it. And we have our checkbook, we'll go ahead and write out the check for the hand money down. And we'll go ahead and just put the deposit down. The, you mean yeah, that's what I mean. I'm nervous. I'm sorry, said Michael. Don't be nervous. It's not every day you buy a house, said Nancy Keller. You're going to love this house. Let's get all the details written out and let's get the show on the road, as they say, said Nancy Keller, the realtor. All right. As Grace and Michael look around, they look at the windows and how many windows they have to get curtains for. How many windows are there? Said Grace to Nancy Keller, the realtor. Well, I can actually give you a printout of everything you need. And if there's anything that you need, just ask. Oh, that's so great, said Grace to Nancy Keller, the realtor. Michael said, that's very comforting to know because we're going to need all the space we need. Okay, as they wrap up the meeting's a success. Okay, now when I put out the sign, it's now pending and everything's going to be in process. The house is going to be officially have a sold sign on it once we complete the contract. So say contract pending. Okay, so when you look at the sign, it says contract pending. Don't think that anybody's going to take your house away from you, okay? Okay, that's great. Thank you, Nancy Keller. It's nice working with you. Yes, Grace said the same thing to Nancy Keller, shakes her hand. Thank you so much, said Grace. As they walk out the door, the meeting was a success. Everything's a success. The appointment went so well, and they're so relieved and exhausted. Wow, I don't think I've ever been this tired. I can't believe how many appointments we've had in the last couple of days. Wow. Grace, we just bought a house. We just had an appointment with Miss Jackson. And now we have an ultrasound appointment to go to tomorrow. Are we going to make it through this? Yeah. The ultrasound appointment's tomorrow morning, so let's go to bed, baby. I love you. I love you too. Let's turn in. And the next day. Okay, one more appointment. You got a head cold? Yeah. Do you want to stay home? No, I'm not staying home. Oh, I'm so sorry you have a head cold, honey. It's okay, said Grace. After all the running around we do, I'm sure it's just, I might have to blow my nose though a lot. So just bear with me, Grace, said Michael. Oh, I'm so sorry, said Grace. I hope you don't get anything so serious. It'll be okay, Grace. It's just, we've been going so much so quickly, so fast that I'm glad this is the calm before the storm. Well, we have to be at the ultrasound appointment. So they make it to the ultrasound appointment and everything goes so smoothly with the ultrasound and the sonogram, and they meet with the obstetrician. Well, Grace, Michael, it's so nice to meet both of you. This is your first obstetrician appointment with me, at least. Yes, it is. So you're originally from Pennsylvania. You went to Penn State? No, my brothers did, though. I know some people that went to Penn State. We played against them at one point. Oh, really? I'm not surprised. Yeah, I went to West Virginia. Oh, WVU. There's a story about the backyard brawl. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about now. Oh, okay. I got you, doctor. Doctor, Wright is so funny, telling us stories. Well, do you want to find out the sex of the baby? Said Dr. Wright. Yeah, actually, we do. We're not going to have a gender reveal party or anything. We're just going to, we just want to know the sex of the baby, said Michael. Sounds like you got a head cold. Yeah, I do, said Michael to Dr. Wright. Well, you're going to have a baby girl. Really? Yeah. You want to see on the x ray? I'll show you right here, Grace and Michael. Look here. As Dr. Wright shows on the x ray, you don't see anything but just a beautiful looking baby girl. Wow. So, whatever plans from here, we'll follow up with a 3-month appointment, or, well, actually, in this case, since you're now officially almost 4 weeks pregnant, you'll be 4 weeks pregnant next Wednesday, I believe. So, we'll follow up with the 2 month, in 2 months, your first trimester will be over. And then we'll continue with the progress reports. We want you in Lamaze classes at least at the midpoint of your pregnancy. As soon as you're ready for Lamaze, just let me know, said Dr. Wright. But we want to follow your progress, pretty much. So that's it for the appointment. Congratulations on your baby girl, Michael and Grace. Congratulations on your baby girl. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of things to do and prepare. Wow, it's so good to get this out of the way. Thank you, Dr. Wright. Talk to you later, said Dr. Wright. And Michael and Grace embraced this great, amazing news. Oh, Michael, we're having a baby girl. Can you imagine? No, I didn't. I honestly thought it was going to be a boy. Everybody always expects it to be a baby boy first, but no, baby girl. Either way, he didn't say anything about the health of the baby, but you can't really expect too much. No, he did say something about that. You were too busy listening to his stories about WVU and Penn State. He said the baby's healthy. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so relieved, Grace. Let's get home. I need to take a nap too, said Grace. You want to take a nap when we get home? Yeah. We have a long journey ahead between moving trucks and all the stuff that we have planned. Our pregnancy, while maybe long, between visits and meeting the children and everything that we have planned, we have a lot on our plate. So, Grace, take it gracefully, if you know what I mean. I embrace all these new changes. I know it's an adjustment. We're going to adjust just fine. I look forward to our new home, our children, our new life. Let's just be newlyweds for tonight. Let's do that, Grace. Let's enjoy being newlyweds, and it's not a big deal, more or less. Okay, as Michael and Grace get home, unpack the car with the groceries that they bought from Trader Joe's. They relax into the evening and take this long-awaited nap and sleep into the night. The next morning, as Michael makes coffee and goes to work to have the work meeting, he announces the news. Listen, everybody, I know this is a short notice meeting, but I need to make this staff meeting official. My wife is pregnant and she's having a baby girl. Oh, congratulations, as HR is clapping their hands. Listen, I'm going to be on a shorter schedule. I want you to know I'll just be overseeing. I have managers that are going to be taking the place of my position for the time being. I'll be checking in on you. If there's any concerns or questions, email me, please, and I will be back to check on everybody. Is there any questions or concerns? Nope. And this is the end of the episode.